Okay, we are back. We are back. We are live. Alright, we've thrown the notification in Discord. We've got music. We've got Football Manager. We've got a working PC. Let's go. Okay, so to recap, what happened last time to now? Um, we're not exactly sure where we've gotten. I think I had made it to about my well, actually here I can tell you. If we go look at the profile here. Yeah, we're kind of close to where we had left off. We had made it just past the 200 games played mark. Um we realistically were looking at about, I think when I logged off that day, yeah, we were looking at just about this much of the season left. Like I think I had made it about to the friendly here. Now, I say that. The problem is I haven't really gone back and been able to check and have a lot of time to look at that. Which is fine. It's okay. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep advancing, and the goal is still the same. We're going to try to somehow turn this around. I guess we are in a better spot. What tactic are we using right now? Well, we did change tactics. So I don't know. I don't know. We're still 10 points behind. We have a little bit more time, but that's it. How did this happen? You might be asking. Well, I'd be glad to tell you. I have two SSDs in my computer. One of them is where Football Manager was saved. That is also not the SSD that Windows was on. This is because that was my original hard drive from my original PC that when I moved to this one, the dude who was working on my computer, he was like, hey, you can keep this. It'll fit in your motherboard. Just be an extra one. I was like, yeah, sure. Literally the first thought that came in my mind was I could put Football Manager on it. And if I modded it, it wouldn't really matter for whatever. Um, Essentially, that drive shit itself, more or less. How do you how does that happen? I don't know. I think it just got old or whatever. And kind of the TLDR there is I went in and was trying to run some command uh some command prompts and things, try and get things going, get things moving in the actual hard drive. And it would say it had done things, like it would be like, oh, we completed this, we've changed everything over from read only, and it wouldn't. Essentially, nothing would change, and it would just be the same, which is fine, you know. But unfortunately, that also means that we lost 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, which sucks. We will persevere though. And if I don't remember what the league setup kind of looked like, but I do know that we hadn't covered that gap. So we'll just kind of do a little bit more as we can to see where we can make up some points. Okay, they accepted that, which means we'll go back here. Actually, we'll just go here. Where did I even schedule that friendly then? I'm so confused. Whatever. Um, the point of what I'm trying to say is we have a chance to get out of hell. Um, it's not hell. We're fine. We're absolutely okay. I'm enjoying the save a lot actually, but what I'm hyperbolizing is we cannot stay in this gap of like 5 to 6. I can't keep doing that. We'll stay there forever if that's what's happening. Like at that point, yeah, next job opportunity that comes, we're leaving. All right. Is that an actual match? That's crazy. Okay. So now remember the goal overall for our season is still to try and make some continental cup of some sort. Yeah, see, I feel like we had made it so far. Hang on. Okay. And I remember this is some other stuff that's going to be happening, I guess, in the background. So we need to look at some. Right. Okay. So. Oh, God. Is he going to leave? Had we replaced him at some point? Oh my God. Well, I mean, 3 million's going to be. It's still not going to replace him, but good God. That's not a bad sale. We do need to trim down the squad. See, I did all this. If I'm not mistaken, Tormund was probably. No, he's probably. I really. Oh boy. So in both of the other streams, I believe when I sold this player, I did two things. Number one, I suck. I didn't do very good at developing this player. He's still got a lot of the remaining physicals that I think you can see that are great to build off of. 14 pace is truly incredible for a building block. Oh, I give him a lot of hours and minutes on the pitch young. He's a player that we would go to in FM 23. I think he developed a little bit better in that game usually because he had an extra year, obviously, but similar stats, if not a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, in his prime or when we sold him, I had him on a pretty big deal, but 5,000 a week until 2028. He left for 825,000. Is that what it was? Yep. If we check his acquisition, that would be for 375. So again, not bad for what we will essentially come out to make in the transfer market this year and what we're lacking in payroll. That's massive. Actually, gonna go ahead and fix that right away. 70K down. I don't know that this is gonna cover it. So we need to be at, oof, 260. Yeah, not even close. We're just gonna keep selling people. We're just gonna leave that there. We're just gonna go into debt. And our patience paid off. The other reason why we can't continue to stay at 5 and 6 is because the other thing I remember being infuriating is we can't sign any of these young prospects that I want to sign because none of them believe that we are of stature. We don't win enough, which fair. We don't. We haven't won anything. But don't you want to try? Don't you want to be a part of our team? We could win with you. Counterpoint, you help us win. So I think I gotta approve that. I already did. Um, fine. Is he Brazilian? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Cool. We're not gonna try and set a lot of targets for these guys that are coming in. We're just gonna try and, again, trim the squad a little bit, run a little bit lighter. Like, cause if I go look at registration, we're still pretty young. We did just lose a player. Is there someone unregistered? That would be him. And Johan Gomez. Who is more important than Ogier? We're about to sell more players. I'm so confused. This is one of the most disorienting things I've ever experienced in a video game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, coming back to this and being like, oh, what did I do in this situation? Because I remember I was just like, I had, unless I threw that paper out, which, like, I could look around for it for a second, but my room's a fucking mess, and I'm really lazy right now. I just want to see where we go. I want to play Football Manager. I want to get somewhere. But this is clearly a pivotal moment. I can't just deal with this with apathy, because if I do, then a bunch of shit's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna have done anything. Okay, yeah, you suggested squad. Alright. Cool. That's not a, like, hmm. I'm so confused still. I just hope we win this friendly. If we lose this friendly, we're gonna be in disaster class era for our friends here at Yamagata. Okay, he wants to go on loan. I do remember having a somewhat decent squad planner. So at this point, is this guy on my team? Yes. Why is he orange? We still have Matsui, Ikeda, Ikashida. I mean, Goto should be playing more. If he's... Yeah, we'll loan him. Yeah, dude. Cool. Yeah. Dude, do your thing. Because, I don't know. You're kidding. And this is the other reason why we have to get into the Champions League or into the not the Europa League, the Asian Conference League. Because if we don't, we are literally going to just never have the funds to take care of a Kimmich level player. We're not going to be able to do that. I really would want him to play in J2. What? Those are all more than... I'm so confused. Whatever. I think I could approve those all in the exact wrong order where I couldn't negotiate any of them, which is kind of crazy, but we'll take it. We'll be alright. Cool. Move these guys up. And that's really all I think we can do right now. Okay, cool. We won the friendly. Alright. I do remember we sold Saruno. God, if we lose him too, that's gonna be tough. Alright, we're gonna try and advance a little bit faster, but there's gonna be so many things. Hang on. There's gotta be... What are your thoughts about Bustos? Oh my god. I mean... I really don't care, man. Like, I hope I don't have to sell him again, but I mean, I understand I'm going to have to. He made it pretty clear last time. All right, now things are starting to happen. Um, yeah, sure. Let the man go. I'm just gonna approve most of these. Well, if we're gonna lose Hatakeyama, we can't lose him. Holy shit. Yeah, there he goes. So the wheels are in motion. He's gone. So we can't. Yeah, we can reject that. No sense in keeping him now. And ugh, that's so tough. And we play him like so soon, don't we? No. Yeah. We're actually ahead of them too. I don't know why he wanted to leave. Ugh, it's so frustrating. Like I wish the ranking system in the game was like much more dynamic. Not that like because I don't. It's actually one of. It's so weird that I say that too, because like one of my biggest critiques of like EA games was that theirs was almost like too dynamic. You would go into those games like especially like the NCAA games and like your entire season you could be undefeated carrying into like three previous seasons, same roster, undefeated. Like, what would in like a real collegiate understanding be like, oh yeah, like one of the best teams in the country. Um, you lose like one game, granted to unranked or a bad team, but it could be like a user game in an online dynasty, and the game is like, nope, all that credit is gone. Your streak is 0. Uh, all right. Who is our new captain? Realistically, it should be Ikashida. Low-key, I want to make it Haragaya though. If their leadership is all 13, yo, what's up, Saud? How you doing, man? We are gonna make the 20-year-old the captain. He's the star player. We're gonna say this is the Harigaya era. We're really gonna play through him is the goal anyway. So I do remember that much. Yeah, I did. He agreed to a buyout, which like that's really big for them. I think they get a lot of cap. My understanding is they get a lot of cap maneuverability out of that. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. The NBA is always so crazy to keep up with in the offseason, especially in the West. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they tank this year. Who knows? So a buyout would be like it's literally like what you could do here in game if I went to like a player in here, I got contract, mutual termination, that's a buyout. Except they pay you. Like actually it would be it wouldn't be mutual termination. I think it would be like release on a free technically. You literally like pay the rest of their contract. Or that's not always the case when the term buyout is used in American sports, because yeah, no, essentially, I can actually here. Let me pull this up because buyouts are actually really interesting. So, um, Bradley Beal, yeah, Suns complete buyout. Um, so yeah, now he's going to the Clippers, 2 years, 11 million. Um, the buyout voided Beal's no trade clause. He has a player option on his second year. Oh, how much? What? Huh. So this is some fancy accounting. The Suns? No, the Suns are gonna be probably pretty bad. They're really young. But they kind of blew it up. Which, to be fair, of the teams that had a remarkable season, the Suns are most apt fit to that. No, so this seems like some clever accounting is um as the Suns? You think the Suns should trade their picks? Do they have their own picks? Let's see. I'm scrolling to the Suns. MNOP. Okay. Hmm. They do have some picks. I feel like they could have gotten more for KD too. I mean, there's a lot of teams that would want KD, I feel like. So the problem with KD is probably the contract. Like that was the issue with Bradley Beal that I was reading about. And that's what sorry. That's what I think is really the larger problem and why they're gonna have to full blow up, rebuild, go with the picks. And it looks like they already have a couple of them. Just kind of get what you can. Um, because they're going to have some years where they just aren't gonna have a lot of space. Um, and there's really only a couple guys in the NBA that are like that one player to a team they're competitive. Atlanta for the Club World Cup. No way, that's crazy. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you had fun. Cheers to that, man. Welcome to the United States. I'm glad you had a good time. What games did you get to see? PSG versus Bayern. Wait, you got to see which was that like one of the bigger? Oh wow. No way, really? Wait, that's crazy. Wait. Did you meet Harry Kane? I know that's like probably the least, I don't know, not the least important. Oh, okay. Fair. Fair, 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 fair. Um, I'm trying to think of who on PSG I would want to. There's so many guys actually. I'm gonna pull up that roster that was at the Club World Cup. Our old neighbor works as president. Oh wow. Wait, that's cool. The squad. Man, Bradley Barcola. I had him in FM at one point. Kvaratskhelia on this team, of course. Vitinha, Lee Kangen, Jean Neves, Zaire Emery. You missed out on three? What do you mean? Like three players or three games? I would love to have met, like, I don't even know, like, Donnarumma would have been crazy to see because he's probably so fucking tall. Oh, Barcola. Damn it. Yeah, see, that would have been one on, like, my personal book of just, like, because I have, like, had him on FM and seen him develop really well. How much is this? 130? Can we get this up to 100? If he plays 20 games, give me 50,000. Huge. Lovely. That's still realistically nothing. I'm like glad the Club World Cup happened. That was really fun. I don't really know that like I really even after he was nice though. That's really cool. It's another friendly, so we'll just rotate the team as suggested. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to America. The big problem being the parking. Absolutely, my friend. Um, Public transit here is terrible, and infrastructure is old. So a lot of the problems here are things are very set into like the lots that they're set into, and that part never really changes. So like if, for example, in my city, we're building a new, yeah, no, yeah, that's what I did when I went to Atlanta for like one of the opening like college football games was in that same like Atlanta stadium. If I'm thinking of the one that you probably went to, the football stadium. Is it the Mercedes-Benz one or whatever? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's like one of their newer ones. But that's what I'm talking about is like these places get built on these like existing lots and then they have to like kind of fit the parking in however they can. And instead of, either going like, oh god damn it, either going for like just really grotesque like parking garages and shit, instead of doing that, what we want to do is just pretend that the parking is fine. It's good enough. It'll be okay where it is right now. You can have 50 car lot outside of a 50,000 person stadium. They'll figure it out. It's wild. And like in some cases they are right, but like yeah. Oh, yeah. For the World Cup they're not dedicating any, is this surprising, under Trump's government. They're not dedicating any big project to trying to change that infrastructure around like the stadiums or anything. Hey, 11-0, that's huge. Torment got hurt. God damn it. I'm fine. I'm fine. This kid is fucking insane. There's no way we can sign him, right? Like, that's a pipe dream. And we have too many foreign players anyway. Like, we already would be. He's already unregistered, Yatimov. The 30-year-old we're paying to be a backup, who I'm pretty sure is making not that much. Yeah, he can hang around. He has no expectations. He has no standards for himself. Oh, dude, we aren't. Well, you missed, I guess, the intro earlier. Not only are we in this dead league, as you so put it, unfortunately, I was playing like a good bit ago. Like a month almost it's been now. And had like a pretty long stream. We got like 4 hours in, and then the PC kind of crashed. Tried to come back and save it, fix it all up, and nope, the save file was like corrupted, and it went all the way back to this point where I got like an MLS offer. And so here we are. Yeah, no, literally. So I lost like. That's why if you're looking at me being like super confused, it's because I'm trying to remember what I kind of decided about certain players, kind of thing. Some of these guys I'm like looking at and I'm like, did I just sign you? Or like what am I trying to do? Kind of thing. What was my goal here? Cuz like, okay, yeah, I don't have my reserves on. But like, I think if I remove this guy, yeah, he's just gonna drop all the way off, right? Nope, nope, there he is. When did I sign him? He's fast as fuck. Oh my god. He's like low-key good, except for his passing. Trying to work on his passing as best we can. Um, that break the monitor. I'm an incredibly patient person, and I think that things like that are fascinating as well. 'Cause like I clearly like here's the other thing. In the sense of a butterfly effect, right? Everything that I do from this point onwards is going to be inherently different. It can't be the same. Like, there's no way. Because I'm not going to remember what I did. Even if I make one minor difference in a game like this, there's no point in trying to, like, I don't have the editor on. You know what I mean? I can't go and just be like, oh, okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, exactly. And even if I had the editor on, I can't fix matches for myself. You know what I mean? So it's like there's just no, it's fine. And you know what the other thing is part of being patient or teaching yourself to be patient is don't annoy yourself with the things you can't control. So earlier today I had a toxic thought. I was like, why don't I go back and watch the VOD that I had from the stream that crashed, Like, and I was like, no, why would I do that? If I do that, I'm only gonna piss myself off and look at how good or bad I did and think about like blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. There's no point. Yeah, exactly. You just let go. It's fine. It happened. I had fun doing it. Somewhere out there, someone saw me do it. It's kind of funnier that way. It's dead media. It's so He's just completely lost. A football manager universe that could have been the end of the 2027 season that will never be. Uh, that's goofy. I don't know. It's all, you know, it's all whatever. It's fine. We're gonna figure it out. And besides, I don't. Who do I think this year? Hmm. I don't know, man. That's always not really like my specialty. Who do I think would win the Ballon d'Or? I mean, I think I've. You think it's Dembele? I mean, did France win the Euros? No, right? Like Portugal won that. I thought. I don't know. It's gonna be. It's so interesting too, cause it's like a little bit of like what you did and what you do. Euro doesn't apply for this season. Okay, cool. Look at that. Nations. Yeah, sorry. I sometimes I get those terms swapped in my head cuz I know they're not the fucking same. I just there's always just something and I'm like, yeah. Match congestion's gotten so actually insane. But you want me to tell you my top 10? Yeah, go for it. I want to hear what you got. Lone listed? Where am I going to have to find help? And how fast do I have to find help by is the other thing. Transfer deadline's got to be. So 68, we can get down to 250. Okay. Dembele, Rafina, Hakimi, Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, Due, Yamal, Pedri, Salah, Donnarumma. See, I feel like Salah and Yamal might be higher on that list. Like Salah might actually have. I didn't even think about that. What Pedri won last year, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I'm being stupid. Yeah. Well, I mean, they won the Prem. That's it. They didn't win the Champions League. He just had such an incredible season. But yeah, you're right. No, no, like continental trophy. I think next year's actually going to be kind of crazy for Liverpool. They might, if they, if he doesn't take a step back, they might be much better than they were this year. Oh, why do you feel bad for him? Oh, mean having a historic season in history. He doesn't even get rated for that because he didn't win a lot of trophies. Yeah, yeah. I think the big thing with that really sucks is kind of like a conversation that people are starting to have a little bit more when they're remembering like NBA legends in like in American sports, because like ring culture is like a really big deal here in arguments about like greatest and everything, but it's obviously like a big deal in conversations about you know like the Ballon d'Or or even like other trophies like conversations around trophies like the Heisman and stuff. Like you can you can throw for a bajillion fucking yards, CP3, in terms of no. I want him to play through injury. He's yeah, that sucks. He broke his cheekbone. What an idiot. Um yeah, no. But the idea is like the Heisman, for example. You can be really good, even challenge for your conference championship is more important than just being really good. Lenora Sellers was incredible last year. Nobody was sitting there saying that he should have won the Heisman at the end of the year. You know? Like, do you kind of understand? Like, and I'm not like, oh, who's like the best player who never won a ring? I missed that question. Um, the best player that never won a ring. You're talking about basketball? Cause that's the other thing is like, yeah, okay, best basketball player to never won a ring. My favorite, the one that I wish could have won a ring, would probably be Allen Iverson. But there's so many. Cause you gotta think too, like in a conversation about like basketball compared to football or basketball compared to hockey even. Like when a hockey team wins the Stanley Cup, there's yeah, he is the guy who said the practice quote. But Allen Iverson is so much more than that. Allen Iverson is just like oh, he's so important to the era of basketball that we end up progressing into, and realistically like kind of what becomes the like modern era of how you can be a star in the NBA, but also like not even be winning all the time. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm not trying to slight him, but just like again, like kind of a guy who always had attention, always had buzz, like always you always wanted to see him play. You still had draw. Um, that certainly is a take. On Google it says Charles Barkley is the best player who never won a ring. Um, yeah, well, first of all, it is true that Charles Barkley never won a ring. Um, however, I don't know that he was necessarily even the best person of that era to not win a ring. Because if you're talking that far back, pretty sure John Stockton and Karl Malone didn't win rings, and they were both better than him. Not trying to glorify Karl Malone in any way, but just in terms of relevance. What's that in football terms for the Ballon d'Or? There's not really an equivalent. There's like the MVP, but the Ballon d'Or is more all-encompassing. Like our equivalents for the Ballon d'Or would just be the MVP, but the MVP is so much more like first of all, the MVP is usually announced um like during the postseason. So like when you hear about the NFL MVP, a lot of the storylines have kind of already come to a head. Like so the question of like, oh, is Lamar Jackson gonna make the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship? It's like, yeah, he did. And then so like then he or yet no he didn't or whatever, and then so like if then it's like, okay, well, with that versus this dude who passed for 1,000 more yards, or you know what I'm saying, like the arguments are much more clear. The Ballon d'Or is just kind of like more of a like also clear cut argument, but being like, hey, this is the full season from all these seasons, and the stats are more muddled because you're all playing in different leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you can say full equivalence all the time. Charles Barkley is the best player who never won a ring. What's that in football terms for a player who never? Ooh, ooh. It's got to be a player from like that Messi and Ronaldo era. Like, I mean, could you go with somebody like I don't know. I was talking a little bit about this tangentially with a buddy. He was talking about like Luis Suarez. You could say Neymar at this point, maybe, or even like Luis Suarez would be one possibly. Neymar would be one possibly. Zlatan maybe. Did Zlatan win a Ballon d'Or? But like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I would almost lean more in that direction than go farther back. That's also just because I don't have as much historical um soccer knowledge like as far back as some other people might. That's because I'm a casual. Don't get it twisted. Okay, so we're gonna have to focus up here. Yeah, I mean, personally, my pick would be Zlatan if he didn't win one, because I love Zlatan as a person and as a icon and quote machine. I think he's one of the funniest people that's ever played a sport. Um, oh wait, we got sub Torment off completely. Zlatan is? Why? That's kind of crazy. Oh, this is an all messed up roster right now. I'm looking at this now. Yeah, 'cause we want Yabre can be there. And then that's where Georgia. I don't ever play FIFA. You said the trailer's amazing. I like I pre-order the game after saying that I will never buy it. See, that's always the trap, man. Like anytime this shit comes out, I'm like, yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it. And then I watch like a trailer or something. Shit. Now I have to do it. I have to buy it. Looks so good now. Why did I do this? You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's I don't know. For me, the problem isn't even that like I feel like the game is like in FIFA's case like so terrible. It's just the all of it where like you sit there and you're like, oh, okay, this game is gonna change. They said that they're gonna do this thing differently, and then it's just like I feel like I bought the same game. Like I wish that it I wish that FM stuff like that would lean more towards like it's one of the only areas where I'm like I don't want to say I want them to be live service games. But like I don't want to have to buy this game every year. Like this is a roster update. You're not giving me a new game. And realistically, if you want to have a conversation about like, hey, we'll release a new game every 3 years, every 5 years. We're going to add some new features, like some big stuff. Like treat it more like I wouldn't say like a Call of Duty, but like treat it kind of like you would something like that. You know what I mean? Where it would be like not based on the year, but more on the uh like just ideas that you could put in it. Like then we'd get more games too that were like FIFA Street or like NFL Street. I miss NFL Street. I wish a game like that existed. Well, I mean that does exist, but you know what I mean? Like I wish that that level of like a fun chaotic little game existed. Did you ever play those games? This guy's supposed to be a trequartista. Oh, he's supposed to be a striker. What? I was saying that you're fine, man. I was just saying that I get into these like kind of like traps in my head where I think about this and I'll be like why don't we get like it more towards the direction of having like more segmented releases like okay, like we have a more solid idea of how we want to improve the franchise mode, so we're going to do it. Sorry. But be like in 3 years we're gonna add all these things, and then they release it. You know what I mean? Rather than be like, oh, we're only gonna release like this new game every year, and it's just a roster update. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather you just update the rosters like a normal fucking game. And I was saying that applies to FM, like kind of the modern like EA 2K type game. Because, like, I don't want them to be a live service game. I don't want to have to pay you for a roster update either. I don't think it's fair for you to tell me that I have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually bullshit, to be honest, if they're like, you need to pay for a roster update. I'd be so mad. Alright, now we've got the team set up. First. Yeah, dude, send it in there. Hell yeah, that sounds great. I'm in my first season with Sothia Ad, and I'm second with a game in hand. Can I send a screenshot on the Discord server? Yeah, go for it. Sounds great. I love seeing people's FM saves. All right. Now, can we win a home game? Sent it. Okay, here. I promise I don't use the pen on the top right. Hey, listen, if you were and you weren't in first, I'd be making fun of you. That'd be funny. And besides, also, if you were and you weren't giving yourself perfect match sharpness, you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? I do have saves where I have the pen on, where I'm just like kind of dicking around and like playing around with like what does it look like if I have like a striker who's got like one pace, but he's got like 20s everywhere else or something. I don't know. Just to do goofy things, right? You know? Feel something every once in a while. Got to turn the pen on. But yeah, no. This is a good team. Dude, Mad Lib outros are just crazy. Are we gonna get scored on here? That would be actually so sad. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's so fun. Are you gonna be able to hang on to all these guys? Like, what does it look like for your like your team chemistry going forward? Never signed Sancho on FM. He sucks. Yeah, where did I sign Sancho? Who was my player that I signed? I did a Tottenham save and I signed somebody and I was like, "Oh, they'll be fucking phenomenal." Oh, it was for some reason I messed up Gyökeres. Like the dude who's like the FM like god. I just never I think because I did the other type of save, like the Your World or whatever, I kept Harry Kane. And like when I kept Harry Kane, like he just never got playing time or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. They're gonna score again, or we're gonna give a penalty. Yup. Give him a red. Why not? Just give it to him. Send him off. If this is a penalty, actually, I'm going to get coffee. And I'm gonna have to really lock in. Let's go. No penalty. No penalty. Alright, come on, y'all. Show me something else in the second half. Alright. Apparently, we were kind of winning. We just got scored on, which is kind of shitty, but. Alright, we'll take it. Set piece goal. Okay. So now, tie game, 53 minutes. Or actually, we just hit the 54th minute, 55th, whatever. Zacro hit that corner. He's actually playing pretty decent. Tanimoto's playing fine. Our striker and our left midfielder or left winger are playing terrible. Um, he's so gassed. All right, we're gonna give Gomez his debut, but this is not where he's supposed to be playing. We'll swap him and Zacro then. And do we dare? You know what? We'll shuffle it all up. Why not? He's supposed to be a shadow striker. So we're going to leave him kind of like that. This is going to be interesting. We'll give this as our little pep talk. Because the idea is here, we want to switch some of the matchups we're getting and see at least if one of these guys, Tanemoto or Zakro, can keep thriving. Zakro's been doing fine. He usually plays pretty well physically on this level, so I'm not worried about him. Oh. So sick. So sick. Thrilling stuff right there. 6 minutes after we score on them. Just outside the box. They're just inside, right on the edge. Bro, that Sukic guy at right CM scored like 22 goals and 10 assists. And they were all bangers. Dude, I wish we had a center mid that was attacking like that, but ooh, speaking of which, I gotta make the rest of my subs. Get Yabro off. I mean, we just have to make some aggressive subs. I think that's it. Come on, fellas. Can we get a draw? I love how Football Manager has me cheering for ties, man. Okay, so. Oh my god, I thought he was about to score just a brilliant goal right after being subbed on. Is instantly validating my shit. God, that's so brutal. Cool. At least the team responds well to being beaten. If a zombie apocalypse just happened, what's the first thing you're doing? I think, honestly, well, so the first problem is I'm here, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like kind of downtown. Not like in a bad spot. Maybe I could get out of here fast enough. If that's the case, probably heading to Kentucky, but not too far north. Because if you go all the way north to Kentucky, you're going to get back to Louisville. And, or maybe Lexington, whichever one is right up north. Either way, you don't want to go there. There's more people there. So I'd probably go up and then, yeah, I'd either head towards the Ozarks or the Appalachian Mountains. But you got to keep in mind, you just got to keep in mind that, like, a lot of people are going to be so, like, I don't know. Here, it would get so weird. Oh, it would really, like, you know the show Walking Dead? That would be, I fear what a lot of it would be like here, I guess. Especially in the vibe of it, because there's a lot of area. There's so many trees and woodlands that Americans in the Southeast have to deal with. But, blasting their heads off with a bat or something? Yeah, but can I rate? I would just call Rick Grimes. Yeah, I got his number on speed dial actually. That's part of the deal for getting the. I'm surprised you didn't get it when you went to Atlanta. You know, they just kind of give it around. Did you not ask for it? They're like, listen, everybody's gotta be ready to deal with the zombies when they come. But yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about that some more while I grab some coffee. I did say I was gonna do that for the penalty, and it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, man. That's a good question. Another question, I guess, that kind of spins off of this. Do you have a preferred apocalypse? Bro, I just left the airport and I told the person with me I wanted to see the highway where the famous Walking Dead picture was taken. Yeah. No, yeah. I bet you were. You're in Atlanta still? That's like, yeah, that's literally right there. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, the thing about like for me with an apocalypse at all, like I think like zombie apocalypse is one of the only ones where I'm really actually considering not just like killing myself. Cause it's like, like at a certain point, again, like all cards on the table. Wait. Whoa. No, you don't get to offer trials to my players. Um, but like all cards on the table, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like any of us are stronger than nuclear radiation. I can kind of reason around the idea that maybe I can outsmart the horde of zombies. Um, by the way, is Atlanta considered a safe city? Give me your view on its safety. Just to be transparent, nowhere in America is really safe. It's just like one of those things where like you can like I would say like where you want to go, you will find things. Um, but you can't like avoid guns no matter where you go. And because of that, it doesn't really matter. Like, I've lived in safe cities, I've lived in not safe cities, and like, no, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I've lived in safe cities, I've lived in not safe cities. They're just different ways of people saying, like, this city is whiter than another city. Bars get shot up all the time. Like, and people get into beef and shoot each other all the time. Just the other day, some idiot here, this was like 3 months ago, he got thrown out of a bar for being too drunk, and he comes back and he shot like 70 shots at the fucking, uh, like, security team and missed all of them. And missed the security team entirely. The only person that got hit was just some lady off to the side getting a hot dog. I'm dead serious. No, like, and it's not even like it's ridiculous. It's like not maybe it wasn't 70 shots or whatever, but he had like literally like an extended mag or whatever. It was ridiculous. The point is, your question is valid. Your thoughts on your safety are valid. Take care of yourself. But in Eric's rules of the streets of surviving America, there is one way to do that. Be aware. Stay aware. Don't be too fucked up. Don't get too fucked up. Don't be doing stupid shit in places you're not supposed to be. That's rules 1 and 1B. Rule number 2, keep your wits about you, which is sound like the same thing as number 1, but keep your wits about you is just about generally perceiving what is happening. One of my favorite stories I think I've told on stream is a story about being in Georgia when the Jawan Jennings catch happened. That's a situation where I knew things were going to become somewhat aggressive and violent pretty quickly, and so we got out of there. That's kind of the general vibe of that rule. He's a wide receiver that used to play for my football team, like the American football team, the Tennessee Volunteers. Um, he had a game-winning catch against our rival Georgia in 2016, and I was a freshman, and I was in a bar, and all the TVs turned off, and discuss. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. He's just not gonna leave. That sucks because he's unregistered. Anyway, so that's rule number 2. Rule number 3 for being safe in America. And this is probably just the final rule in general. I would say be like so careful. Yeah, I did. I talked about it a little bit more. But be very careful about where you leave your drinks and how you cover your drinks and stuff. A lot of people want to make like misogynistic or sexist thoughts on like how people get drugged or how people end up getting things put in their drinks. It can happen all kinds of ways. I've seen it happen to all kinds of people. The rules kind of built inside of this rule are if you set a drink down on the table and nobody has been around to watch it and you walked away, it's gone. It's dead. Especially if you're at some sort of like club or something. Don't drink that. Don't do that. You're gonna like it's not worth your time. Like unless you really want to like just risk your like the fact that you might be blacked out and in a toilet in the next hour, yeah, sure, go for it. But so there's that. But then the other things that are like that is like yeah, put like a coaster over your drink. I mean, yeah, I'm just giving you advice on like well, if you're 15, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna be in any situation that, or at least I hope not. Are you going to any bars or whatever? Or like you gonna try to do that, or you just gonna be vibing? Cause yeah, like I'm 27. I've seen a lot of different people go out in a lot of different places, and I'm telling you, like the stories I hear about where people get into trouble or get bad, like stupid shit happening to them, is usually like similar things of like yeah, like I was really fucking like there's a couple of times where it's like yeah, like you know nothing was happening, right? Like it wasn't their fault. And again, it's just America. But that's more of a commentary on poverty, our lack of will to deal with it, and our lack of gun restriction slash regulation slash management slash culture around safety. Um, yeah, basically anything can happen in the U.S. Yeah, land of the free, home of the brave, man. This place is wild. It's not like I don't know. It's not like a hyperbole to say anything can happen in the U.S. I would say like you know it's not like I don't know. It's hard. It's a big place. A lot of things are happening. You know, you don't get to see everything. Wish we could, but nobody gets to see it all. If you could move to any other country, what would that country be? Hmm. I don't know. Best viewer. Ooh, look, it's the band. um. Yeah, we were pretty quick with that one. Um. Oh man, any country? I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Unrelated, related. Um. But I don't know. I've been thinking about like South America, but I don't really think that there's like a lot much different than what I've been talking about. Also, it's very much still within the sphere of influence of the United States, meaning that God forbid anything good happen, um, there's a chance that that country could be destabilized by the United States. So like it's not like I'm necessarily getting away from the problems that I want to change here. So I've been thinking a lot about like Europe, but then like you guys have like or not you guys because you're in Qatar, but like Europe has a lot of problems in terms of like their own dealings and rise of conservatism and fascism, and so I don't know. The answer is probably like Antarctica or like I don't know. Can I like move to Fiji? That's probably like really bad imperialism or like colonialism, colonialist escapism. Would that be it? Probably. Canada? That's too cold. I said fucking Antarctica. No, I don't know. Canada would be fine, but it's the same thing. It's like the sphere of influence thing. I don't know. Maybe I could live in like I don't know. I haven't been to Calgary or something. But yeah, like that's funny. That's good. God, do I let go of this dude? I don't think it is it really that cold? Yes. Have you seen pictures of a Canadian winter where like and it's not every city that's like this. Some of them are a lot more like farther south than some of the other ones, but like some of the highways they have are insane when they've plowed them. It's like feet of snow. It's crazy. It's sitting there for days. Fucking insane. You've never seen snow? That's kind of wild. Um, we don't get a lot of snow here. The only reason why I've seen a lot of snow is because I've been to this is funny, the American equivalent of Canada, Buffalo, New York. It's right next to Niagara Falls. Um, and they get a lot of what they call lake effect snow. So before like the lake kind of freezes over for the winter, the moisture will like build and then storms will come and just hit them with like belts of snow and they'll get like feet of snow. And it's a really interesting experience. It's really cool. It's a but it's cold. Like it is a lot different of like an environment and like a dress and a wearing situation of like what you do like going outside. It's literally like getting kitted to go out into like an Antarctic like thing. Gets weird. You gotta have like your hoodie. Like I'd wear like something like this, like a hoodie, and then like a jean jacket, and then like a real like winter jacket over it probably. And that's like yeah, that'd be like what you'd wear, and you'd be looking good. You know, it's really good if you like got a little beer gut. It's a great like look for you. Yeah, no, it's hot as hell. They're about as hot as we are right now. It's hot as fuck. It's humid as fuck too. That's actually exactly what it is. Yeah, I would imagine Qatar to be a little bit drier, but I mean, if you is it humid like that or not? I mean, you would know, but get rid of that guy, Matsumoto. Yeah, it's humid. That makes sense. Okay. Well then, yeah. I mean, that's the thing too is like we we as Americans don't. Oh wait, hang on. You gotta play. You gotta play, brother. He's. Can't even read. No, literally, dude. I'm so glad you say that, cause like I was thinking about that the other day, even when I was going outside. Um, cause I was like taking my glasses off, like going outside, and I put them back on, and I like literally couldn't see, and I was like, what? What did I do? And it was like just because they were in the inside, the cold with the cold dry AC, and then went right back outside to this like humid, sticky. Like honestly, it helped clean them a little bit because I was like, oh my god. Um, I trust you, lads. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Yeah, no, I mean Atlanta's so hot. So is it here, but they're a little bit farther south, so it's even hotter. It's crazy. In Qatar, holy shit. It's 6 a.m. and the temperature will be 47 at midday. My god. Yeah, no. No. No, I'm good. That's one of the only reasons why like I think about um like staying here to be honest. 'Cause I like, the heat, but at a certain point I like when it cools off and when there is a winter or not even like a winter but like a like change in season like a fall, like a night where I can like realistically be warm wearing a hoodie then cold wearing a hoodie. You know, that kind of day. It's fun, but I don't know, the humidity here is crazy. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Ow! The guy I asked said it's all because of Florida. Now that's a take. I wish I could blame Florida for the humidity. Please tell me more. I'm interested in that take. uh, Come on, fellas. You've been unlucky so far. We're about to get scored on right away. Oh my god. I could maybe understand that's all he said just because of Florida. I mean, to a degree, maybe I understand if he's like saying like, I guess like it's because Florida, like the swamps. I don't know. I'm reaching. I'm really reaching. I know here it's because we have so many goddamn like rivers and lakes, but maybe I'm stretching that. What's with everyone in Florida? Like I don't get what's wrong with the state. Um, are you asking like culturally? Or are you asking like is that offsides? Please don't be offsides. We need that goal. We need this win so bad. Um, it looks like it's gonna count. That's huge. And he's hurt. He's got the face mask on. He's still scoring. Ugh. In general, Florida's a tough state because it's like a snowbird state. Meaning that like there's a lot of internal animosity about Florida itself. So a lot of people who live there are older retirees who've moved there into retirement communities, and therefore they're coming in with money. They're building things kind of like insulated small communities, and then they kind of determine not all, but a lot of the things that happen in like the general sway of local dealings and happenings, while also enabling local bad forces that have existed for a while and taking advantage of their bad intentions to screw over their constituents. That being said, another piece to this puzzle is Florida is one of the most coastal states in the United States, so it is heavily tourist based. It is not a place that a lot of people go like a lot of people go there to visit and stuff. There's like there's a lot of weird shit. Like there's the idea of like wealthy people who have like vacation houses and they go down there for entire summers and then they come back. That's like a real thing. There's like little like teen rom-com books that are kind of about that, or like teen romance books that are like that. And they talk about things like that. But that's not to shade those books. I'm just talking about like those situations exist, not in a large quantity unique to Florida, but in a situation of like this does exist. This is part of like the layer of like what is Florida. Then there's the layers to it that are like there's a lot of swamp and there's a lot of like real deep like Los Pollos TV. I don't think so. No. Um, but yeah, like some of the more stereotypical Southern things um are like people who get made fun of for being like like so redneck or blah 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 blah, right? And Florida has its own type of reputation for those types of people, and they're often personified as Florida Man. I don't know if you are familiar with that meme, but that would be just kind of referencing guys who fight alligators or like just do crazy shit that is like, whatever. Yeah, Florida man memes. Okay, so if you're aware of that, imagine all that stuff being mixed together and then like they all coexist together. Like then there's the aspect of like Miami exists in Florida and Miami's like one of the like coolest like club and dance scenes in the United States. but also like one of the most expensive places to go and visit. There's like Disney World is inside of that state. Like it's a weird place. Like each part of Florida is just hot and then like uniquely itself and weird. Like I don't know. I've talked to a lot of people who've lived in Florida and that's kind of their vibe about it too, is they'll be like, it's weird. It's a weird place and you're like, okay. Um and like, hey, fair. You know? Um if that's what you want to say about it. Um is this guy gonna be fine there? You know what? We're gonna leave him there, and we're gonna put you on, yeah, defensive midfielder, defend. Let's go, buddy. I don't know. I have beef with Florida because I'm a Tennessee fan, so, um, Los Pollos TV. Maybe I have heard of him. Maybe I gotta look up his face. Let's see. Yeah, I do know this guy. Yeah. I didn't know that was his like stream handle or anything. Do 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 do. Oof. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You can send me a video on Discord. I'll watch it. I don't think I have my desktop audio on, so I can watch it like kind of on the side. No, please don't score. Oh my God. Go 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 run. There we go. God, this has been a terrifying last like 5 minutes. Are you ready for us to concede? Because we definitely deserve to. They have 2.72 XG at this point. We're pulling a reverse FM on the second best team in the country. I'm saying it like it's a college football team. Oh my God, stop. This highlight at the back is taking way too fucking long. Please no. Oh my God. What the hell? No way. There is absolutely no way. That's so fucking funny. Oh my God. No fucking way. I'm. You know what? Let's go. That's huge. We'll take it. No questions asked. Let's see what we got here.
What the fuck? Jesus, she's in tears. Somebody help her out. Fuck.
We can't sit here all day.
Yeah, let's move it, pal.
Okay, it is gonna play through here, I think. Okay, hang on. No, I gotta pull it up through this. It'll be easier. So they're getting arrested for something? That was crazy. Go to the start. What did they do? This is like 30 minutes. Is this just like police footage of them like getting arrested in Florida or something? So this kid's talking, he's like, I'm gonna call my mom. I'm gonna call my God, dude, do you hear yourself? That was wild. That's insane. That's so fucking funny. No, I've seen this dad watch like some of these like them watching like the dating stuff sometimes. That shit always makes me laugh. Like when they do like the balloon pop reactions or whatever. That's always really funny to me. I don't know. That those types of videos always scratch like a fun little part of my brain though. Hard Gaia, what a fucking dude, man. With the mask. I guess it's this, cause he's got it's like the Bane mask, cause he's got broken cheekbone. Crazy. Open my phone for some. Hang on. My friend just sent me a picture of myself. I think this shit's so funny. Okay, let's see. Put my phone back. We're probably we're probably words. We're probably gonna finish the season around this area like that we're in right now, but I don't know that we can really escape it at this point. The I'm remembering the general consensus of my thoughts around this team being we don't have quite the muscle to do it all in one season. Yeah, see. I made some bad signings too, so that always helps. But we'll get better. We'll do better. We'll get more information too from the scouting system. But right now I just kind of want to get through this. We were trying to get 5th ish, which is really hard to do right now. I think we're 10 points outside of that. Yeah, let me look. What do we got here? 4th? Yeah, so this is 10 points between two spots. I mean, listen, I'll take 7th, but not the goal. Was not the goal. I'd be lying to you if I said it was. Yeah, exactly. Also, a couple of the Titans this year woke up. So like, yeah, this was a prelim cup that I made just to get the lads to win something. So like, this is like just like 4 teams and just beat the shit out of them. Well, kind of, but yeah, just you know, a free trophy essentially. But yeah, this team was around 10th with us early in the season, kind of where they are. These two both stepped back a little bit. We took a little bit from Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. And then Marinos is part of the City group. I don't know why they're struggling so much. I really am I'm kind of confused, but it doesn't matter. 'Cause the more they struggle, the more that kind of helps me. It kind of creates a little vacuum for me to slide in and take advantage of. But 'cause it's kind of what I did to Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. Like once they had sold, I'm not selling this man. I need him to play soccer for me. um, I'm trying to look for something in the pockets of my pants from earlier. I can't find it, which is so sad. There it is. I win. Ooh. All right. Oh, this guy, yeah, he's gone. He didn't develop at all. Any money that we get for him is free money because he was garbage. But yeah, the board's goal was to avoid relegation. So realistically, we're good. We're chilling, but we like to shoot for the moon a little bit here in the on the East Surface streams. Um, but in terms of this is the transfer deadline recruitment meeting. Yeah, you can move up. It's fine. I just want him gone. We have so many players that are foreign players. It's crazy. Who has more aura? Who has more aura game? What is it on? Like, what's the website? I just typed that into Firefox, and I fear it will taint my algorithm forever if I keep digging. I'll send it. Please do. Thank you. Thank you. This kid could be really good or terrible, is what this star rating suggests. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, so I gotta do a bracket here. There's so many. Is this serious? Wait. I go back. So if I go. Wait, Alright, I'm a little confused. I'm revealing my age, I suppose. King of Hill. Okay, so I'm gonna click on it one more time. We're gonna go with fresh. That's what it is. I did bracket. Okay, show screen. You want me to show my? Here, let's see. All right, we'll take a brief football manager break. We'll allow for this. I have a okay. Do I need to add my face back in? I think so. Boom. Ah! That's huge. I'm massive. You're gonna move me back down to like right there. Is that better? 64 rounds. All right, cool. Oh, and then throw chat back in, of course. 32 might be much more. We can always come back to something like this if we have fun with this. Um, Hang on. Let me go back to this real quick. Let me grab. Can I like copy this? I know I can. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back here. And Yay. Alright, we're back. Okay. So, 32 rounds, selections, winners. Alright, let's start. So sorry, Speed. Um, oof. Um, oh, sorry, LeBron. Sorry. Sorry, Tom. God damn. This is oh, I am smaller. I'm slightly smaller, I think. Um damn. I'm gonna make myself a little bigger to match the chat. There we go. Cena, you think Cena has more aura than Mike Tyson? I don't think that's possible. I think Mike Tyson's gonna be really hard to dethrone. He's the GOAT, but Mike Tyson is like one of the scariest men to ever live. Is that not aura? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna need to see Bo Jackson on this list. This is tough though. I'm gonna stick with Mike. I'm gonna stick with Mike. Fuck! No, no, this is a question. This is tough. Uh, fine. No way. Not even close. Um, now see, when we're talking about goats, of course, Jordan. Yeah, I'm thinking Jordan here again. But like, it's Shaq, and Shaq is so fucking funny. Oh, poor Queso. Just putting these two next to each other is like if I was ever even in a competition like this, God, man, there ain't no. Man's got what? That's insane. Wow. Wow. LMAO. Oh my god. I mean, at least they were back to back. You know what I mean? So fair. Obama or Jordan. I think Jordan's gonna win. Oh fuck. I need to never speak again. Ali's probably. I have so much respect. Shit. This is tough. I mean, I'm on a fucking FM stream. I feel like I have to say Ronaldo, but I don't want to do that because I think Ali is just so much more. He's so like as a athlete and as someone who really was like a dominant force in his sport. He is so much more important. I know. I'm going Ollie. I'm going Ollie. Oh my god. See, like, no, this is a more apt. I can't believe they have Andrew Tate and MLK in the same list. This is truly apolitic. Kidding. That's wild. That is fucking insane. That is just... Oh my god. Oh, that hurt my brain in a way I didn't know was possible. Oh my lord. Mm. Ugh, I know. I'm gonna go Ali. Brian Cranston as Walt. Um, Still Ali. I think Ali's probably gonna win. Yeah, he's gonna beat Flight. That's for sure. Yeah, if he's clearing most of these guys. Oh, I love Future so much. He's definitely beating Kanye for including politics. Man, Kurt Cobain is one of the coolest people. I know. Well, listen, so Messi, we dismissed Messi so quickly because I already pre-dismissed Ronaldo. So I was like, like I'm not gonna waste more time thinking about this. Yeah. The winner is Ali. Am I the only person that's gonna say this? Who has the most winner selection champs rate? Hey, my guy's number 4. I see Hitler is winning way too often. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, no, that is insane. Um, that's actually crazy. Jesus. All right. Well, we'll switch back to the FM screen real quick. There we go. We're back. Um, that's funny. Um, is there anybody in here that I was missing before I click out of this completely? I don't think there was. Yeah, we're just gonna. Okay, cool. I don't really think I really am gonna buy more players. But yeah, no, that was fun. I like doing shit like that. If you got more shit like that that you want me to do, always willing to mess around for a little bit, especially when we're kind of getting through the end of season slog here. Always down to take a little break. Um, plus I can always be in the case of like if we were talking more in depth, or if we had like I don't know, like a bigger event around that. I don't know. That was fun. Do more stuff like that for sure. Um, that's crazy that Hitler was in there. That's just actually insane. You going? I gotta go, man. It's about to be 7 years, so I'll see you next stream. Take care. Peace, man. You have a good one. I will. I'll see you around. Honestly, I might be. I think you're my only viewer right now, so I might be getting off myself to go play some games with a friend. I think he said he was getting on later. Yeah. I also gotta check my emails and stuff. That sounds about right. But yeah, I'll talk to you later, man. This been a pleasure. Actually, this is probably a good place to save. Alright. Well, that'll do it for now, folks. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you later. Um, take care. Have a good one. Don't stop playing FM. And I guess remember that Muhammad Ali has the most aura of all time. I guess those are our lessons today. And fix your hard drives. I guess that's the other one. Bye.